Hey, this is Alex with Fast House Buyers. I'm actually here at a house that we got a lead from a realtor, and I wanted to shoot a quick video to show you, because we get a lot of these where the house, in the eyes of the realtor, they believe it's just a quick fix and that we can come in and buy it from you, turn around and fix it up and resell it. But the reality is they're asking us, so I'll give you, just to use round numbers, let's say the house is worth $100,000, and it needs, in their eyes, they say it needs $10,000 to $15,000 in repairs. They just want to discount the repairs. So they're asking us for $85,000, sometimes even $80,000. What they don't realize is, even though that's a good deal for a regular homeowner, us as investors, we can't buy it for $80,000, put $15,000 into it, and then turn around and sell it, because we have back-end sales commissions, closing costs, holding costs, and that sort of stuff. Reality is, for a house like this that I'm about to walk through, even though it doesn't look like it needs a lot, and I get it, it probably doesn't. If you were a homeowner, you might want to do some sweat equity thing. That makes sense for them, but in our case, we have to come in and make it a dollhouse. So I'm going to point out some of the things we would do and why this doesn't work for us. So I'm going to start obviously here. This is the dining room, or I guess the living room, the awkward living room. But if you notice, it's pretty clean. The house is actually okay. The carpet, I wish there was smell-o-vision, because there's actually cat urine everywhere, so it smells horrible. That's why I keep scratching my nose. But the reality is, the carpet needs to be replaced, right? And so the realtor sent us the lead, and she said that the seller, it's worth $120,000. The seller's willing to sell it to us for $90,000, I believe. And I tell her, look, I appreciate you sending it to me, but we just can't afford to pay that, because believe it or not, just carpet and paint alone, we're looking at about $7,000 to $8,000. Another thing you got to look at, if you notice over there and up here, a lot of the light fixtures are way outdated, and if we're going to turn around and resell this house and sell it for top dollar, which is $120,000 for this area, we got to put a nice light fixture. I mean, that's pretty outdated, and just the market wouldn't allow us to get away with things like that. In the kitchen particularly, if you look at the kitchen, this is actually Formica countertops, and if you look, it's got wallpaper. I mean, the appliances are old. I mean, just to update this kitchen, we need granite countertops, real nice backsplash. We got to paint the cabinets, new appliances, new flooring. This is actually that old vinyl flooring. I mean, just in this kitchen alone, we're talking about $5,000. So, this is where I'm trying to show you as a realtor kind of what we're looking for. This, even though this is what we would absolutely buy this all day long, but I know that in your perspective, it's not a big deal. We should be able to buy this and make money on it. I get that, but we still need to, what you don't realize is we still need to make it a dollhouse. And it costs money to make it a dollhouse, right? So, I mean, you could already appreciate, this wallpaper's got to go. I mean, just taking the wallpaper down and repainting it is going to cost me at least $400 for one guy to, 3 or 4 days worth of work between removing the wallpaper, retexturing, repriming, repainting. So a lot of people don't take that into consideration. As we walk forward, I want to show you back over here. Here, there's obviously already areas where the bathrooms, and you're going to hear a horrible echo, I'm sorry, but there's areas where they're already missing carpet back here, right? So I want you to come follow me. This is the master bedroom. Would you want this light fixture in your house? Right? So we can't expect our buyers to like this light fixture. We got to give them something. Another thing that people don't take into consideration, look at these doors. There's nothing wrong with them, but would you want the door like this in your house, right? So that's what we look at as our buyers, our people who are going to buy it from us. And as we go into this master bathroom over here, what can I say? Wallpaper's out. 80s wants their wallpaper back. So here goes more of that wallpaper. In fact, the color's horrible. We got to fix this, which isn't a big deal, but we got to paint it. Countertops got to go. Faucets, mirror, you can't appreciate it from there, but the mercury's shot. Light fixtures got to go. This is where a lot of times, realtors sometimes don't realize that it's going to cost me another $4,000. I don't know if you can come back here, but there's a shower, which this is shot. I mean, you can't, if I open this up, you probably can't even see me behind all that soot. So this is shot. You know, at the end of the day, we got to replace this, got to replace the tub. You can't see it from there. You can't see it from there, but you can also, you know, the tub has got rust in it. I mean, this has got to be redone. So reality is, I wanted to shoot a video to show you what I'm looking for and what I'm not looking for. I am looking for this. The only problem is I cannot pay you $80,000 if it's worth 100, or in this case, $90,000 for 120. For this type of house with this type of repairs, I mean, believe it or not, this is already a $20,000 remodel. You know, between flooring, carpet, paint, bathrooms, because there's another bathroom that I didn't show you, kitchen that you saw. I haven't even touched the exterior. By the time it's all said and done, it's a $20,000 remodel. So for me to buy this house, fix it up and resell it, I need to buy it at around $65,000, 60 to 65,000. So I could put 20 into it. So now I'm into it for 85 and turn around and try to sell it for 100, 110, or even 105. And again, I've got back-end closing costs. I got back-end sales of it. So that's why a lot of times when you send me a lead, I appreciate you taking the time to do it, but I can't buy it every time because at the end of the day, for us, it's a numbers game. It really boils down to a business decision. And I know for the homeowner, they want to get 80 because they've owned it for 30 years and they just don't want to lose. And I understand that, but in our case, you have to see it from our point of view. This is why we make offers at about 65, because 65 plus 20 is 85. And then we got to pay commissions when we sell. We got to pay closing costs when we buy and when we sell. I mean, the reality, by the time it's all said and done, we're making about 10,000, which is 10%. You know, we're not one of these big TV shows where they're walking away with $70,000. I wish, because I wouldn't have to work as hard. It's really more about a $10,000 to $15,000 margin is what we're looking for on these smaller houses, $100,000 houses. When you get to $200,000 houses, they allow for more. Just to give you a quick reference, on a $200,000 house, you know, we're probably looking to buy that house. If it's going to need, you know, bigger house, bigger repairs, now instead of being a $20,000 remodel, it's a $30,000 to $40,000 remodel. So our purchase price at that point is going to be somewhere around $130,000, $120,000, depending on the, you know, the amount of repairs. So we buy it for $120,000, put $40,000 into it, we're into it for $160,000. What you got to keep in mind, for us to sell that house at a $200,000 price point, it's going to cost us $12,000 when we sell it, commissions, closing costs, all that stuff that goes with it. So again, we're walking away with about $15,000. We're not here to get rich. We're here to help people, your clients who are looking to sell a house that's in distress. I mean, obviously this house is in distress. The people just, unfortunately, it's part of an estate. They're looking to sell it and they just don't have anyone to come in and buy it. We'd love to buy it for them, but we got to get it at the right price. We're still off right now. But on that note, you know, people say all the time, hey, I don't want to sell you. I don't want you to come in and lowball me, or I'm not going to let you steal the house. I'm not looking to steal anything. My mama didn't bring me up that way. I'm looking to help. We solve problems. We don't just buy houses. We solve problems. If this is a house that your client needs to sell, is willing to take a little bit less, you know, because ultimately we don't want it for free, but we can't pay 80. We're willing to pay somewhere around 70, maybe 65, 70. You know, we're willing to work with it. We just got to get a number that fits for everybody. So anyway, I just wanted to shoot that. If you got a house just like this and the numbers that I mentioned to you kind of work, a good reference point for you is whatever the highest comp of the area, meaning if the houses in the area are selling for $100 a square foot times, let's say 2,000 square feet, that's a $200,000 house, times 0.7, that's 70%, it's about 140. That's kind of where, you know, we're going to be that minus repairs. So a lot of times we're looking to be about $120,000 for the house. In this type of house, we're probably going to be about 65, you know, 60 to 65,000. So our numbers are always what we call the after repair value, what we could sell it for, times 70% minus repairs. So if you have any questions, I know this video may have caused you to, you know, maybe you don't understand it, call me. I love to talk to you. I love to, you know, we're going to probably do a lunch and learn where we'll teach you a little more about this. If you're interested in investing, let me know. I could try to steer you in the right direction. But I hope that we can do some business. Again, Alex with Fast House Buyers, give me a call.